Alright, we good?
Yep, we're good to go.
All right, awesome. Hello, everybody. Blocked Essential here. I am here in Somnium Space. I'm going to be talking a little bit about some crypto, a little bit about blockchain, and then we're just going to have a little bit of a community discussion afterwards. It's going to be mostly about some crypto gaming, Ethereum, etc. We're not going to waste any time. Going to hop right in. The first one is about Engine, a big gaming blockchain platform has added someone quite big from the Microsoft team over to their platform to what was their job? Director of Enterprise. So Alex Solomon, whose role at Microsoft was the Azure Project Marketing Director. Essentially, the Azure project was a collaboration with Engine in the past, 2019, with Microsoft for a blockchain-based kind of incentive where uh, community what do you want to call them? Kind of like people from the community, those that would develop, those that would help with support, etc. The more they would do on the community, they could put in for a badge. It was like a little badger that was based on the blockchain, just kind of a nice little reward for them helping the community and progressing Microsoft and helping out. And they decided, hey, there's more we can do, or at least Alex Solomon thought so. And his ideals align quite a bit with Engine, so he decided to move over there. He's going to be helping them primarily as the director of enterprise platforms to help projects create non fungible tokens, digital assets that people can earn through gaming, playing, buying, that go into their crypto wallets and that are immutable. I believe that's the right word. And yeah, they want to launch more projects essentially. Because right now, there's not too many that are officially out. There's many in development, but not too many that are actually out and fully live yet. So it's great seeing some big name, people from big companies like Microsoft moving over into the blockchain. And he definitely believes that it is going to be emerging in the markets over the next few years, especially in gaming, quite a bit. So hopefully, we'll be seeing those projects start getting pushed forward and coming out sooner rather than later. The next one is the Sandbox, a Binance supported decentralized gaming virtual worlds project. Includes Ataris, Smurfs, and a bunch of other NFTs. Essentially, what the Sandbox is a game with no central authority where there are different plots of land essentially that you go and you buy and you build games on them. You build games, you build projects, pretty much whatever you want for people in the community to go and explore, play on, and earn tokens in. They have currently secured over 60 partnerships, including Smurfs, Care Bears, Atari, as I just mentioned, Crypto Kitties, which was the first official big crypto game that came out back in 2017. Shaun the Sheep, some classic kids TV shows, and a whole bunch of others to build a fun, creative, play-to-earn platform to other virtual worlds and game experiences, owned and created by players. With play to earn, anything a player collects in the game is truly owned by him, himself, herself, whatever, and can be traded with other players without requiring the developer's permission. So, pretty much digital tokens to go into your crypto wallet. You can save them up, you can hodl them, hold on, and hope the value goes up. Or you can trade them, sell them, collect them, pretty much whatever you want because they are yours to keep forever. The sandbox is scheduled to release its public beta version for players next month, and you can sign up directly on their website, sandbox.com, I believe. If not, just look up Sandbox and you will definitely be able to find it. The next one, IBM, big other tech company, scores a patent for blockchain use in MMO gaming. This one definitely excites me. So, their patent details providing proof of work for gamers. So their idea is the games like Blizzard, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, things like that are some of the titles that can work with this patent, where essentially players play the game, and as they play, it takes some of their computing process, so essentially acting like a crypto miner. So if you're playing and it's like half processing power, it'll take a little bit of that extra free power and use it to run the transactions. so that way players can buy and sell, collect digital skins, assets, and things like that that they decide to tokenize on the platform. Now, of course, these big, companies like Activision, Blizzard, whatnot, would have to agree and then tokenize their assets before any of this happens. But considering this is from IBM and is, going to be used on PC and meant for big name titles, and hopefully, kind of like Engine, is something that like an SDK that players can just kind of code in easily on Unity or Engine, or not Engine. What's the other one? It's not Unity. Unreal Engine. Close enough. Other things like that easily and accessibly, so we can get titles like Call of Duty and whatnot on there. But of course, slowly but surely, step by step, we will get there, and it all just goes to help mass adoption. Ethereum 2.0, their contract has secured enough funds to launch. So, if any of you have been looking at Ethereum for any time over the past couple of years in any amount of detail besides just their token, you may or may not have heard of Ethereum 2.0, which is essentially their plan to switch from proof of work to proof of stake, and it has officially gone live. So, you can now stake your Ethereum on platforms such as My Ether Wallet, Kraken, and other platforms. The minimum requirement for staking is 32 ETH, which is quite a lump sum considering right now, if you look behind me, Ethereum is about $560, so that's roughly $16,000 USD if you plan to start staking in most wallets and platforms with Ethereum right now. Besides, as far as I know, Kraken, which allows less than the 32 Ethereum minimum to be staked. However, once you stake it, it cannot be unstaked, and you cannot take out the staked or the reward Ethereum for a undisclosed amount of time. So it's more meant for long-term, investing and kind of putting away your Ethereum if you want to hold on to it and hope the value goes up and earn a little bit back in the process. It shouldn't be longer than 6 months to a year that it's held on to for, but they did not give me an official date. The next one, a little less on the crypto gaming side, Facebook is back in the news with their cryptocurrency as they decided to update it, scale it back, and talks about them launching it next year. So they have renamed their not just the platform but the currency itself from Libra to Diem, Diem, as well as the wallet that it's going to be run on from Novi to Calibra. So still kind of keeping Libra in the name, but not so much in the coin, more or less the wallet. They're talking about launching it next year if approvals go through with regulations and all of that, which they have been having many issues on over the past couple of years. I think it was only a year since it started coming out, but time moves so fast in the crypto space. Anyway, they have scaled it back from being one coin based on several different currencies to back through just one currency. I don't know which one it is. However, there's talks about the regulations going through in Sweden. So whichever currency they have, I'm going to assume is what they plan to be backed on. So now it seems to be more of a stable currency, backed on one, stable currency as opposed to multiple, and just kind of held in the wallet. And I would assume just kind of, if you want to send your grandma a few dollars or get a few dollars. I know they have instant payments on Facebook, so this might be a new form of that, or maybe for their in-game community, or their in platform games, Farmville, etc., etc. But who knows? We'll have to wait until the regulations go through and their talks for next year's launch to be official. Tari is working on a token and a blockchain based gaming console, as well as partnering with Engine. So they're doing quite a bit. Atari was huge, huge, huge in the decades past, though they have fallen on hard times in recent years, almost going into bankruptcy back in 2013. However, now they are doing better and are heavily trying to base themselves on blockchain, which I find to be amazing because everybody knows Atari. So they created their Atari token. I believe last year it launched. It has raised over $1.5 million in the pre-sale, based on the Ethereum blockchain, which we know has its issues, so hopefully that all goes well for them. Has practical applications as in-game currency in Atari games, including the online multiplayer game Karma: The Game of Destiny, which I have not heard of, but hopefully is an upcoming online PC launch. They're planning on separating and making a Pong token as well, again, making more NFTs for both Sandbox, the platform we were talking about earlier, as keep saying as well. Hurry's doing a lot, making lots of NFTs, lots of games, lots of platforms that you're doing it for, as well. Keep saying it again, as their blockchain console. So their whole plan is to have it be backed onto the blockchain. It sounded like they were doing something similar with IBM's patent, where you play it, the power goes to completing the transactions, where the whole platform is run on a blockchain as opposed to directly online. And you'll be able to earn their tokens in there, their NFTs, a whole bunch of stuff that they decide to come out with. Most of it is not out yet. This is all still talk and development, but their plan is definitely aiming for the widespread mass adoption of blockchain in gaming. So hopefully in the next couple of years we'll be seeing that console launch. It's said that they're starting to ship them this month for the early backers of their Indiegogo campaign. So I don't know any specifics on the price or the games that are going to be launching with it, but we're seeing something. We're definitely seeing something from them.
Block, your
As
avatar is
far as
doing
some indie,
some weird things,
oh,
so you should better stand
is
up
it?
and take your controllers into the hands. Yeah,
Oh
you're
no,
you're in the middle of the chair, and
that is not where I want to be. There we go. Gotta do a little edit there, or a little movement. There we go. There we go. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, just wrapping up the news, some interesting tidbits. PayPal and Square have adapted crypto payments, which is obviously pushing mass adoption as lots of people use both platforms. I myself have noticed the crypto payments option on PayPal myself. Haven't used it because I like to keep mine in my wallet, but it is definitely great to see it there, and makes it so much easier for people to transfer it back and forth without needing to create a wallet and save their keys and go through that whole convoluted process. Steve Wozniak, the second in command over at Apple back when Steve Jobs was around, has created a blockchain token, the WozX token, for another energy saving platform project. I've seen many in the past. However, the token has skyrocketed over 13 times value in less than half a day. Went from I think 10 cents or maybe 80 cents, less than a dollar, to about $2.50 in value. So, not too surprising considering, he's such a tech giant, but definitely something to get on if you're trying to make some potential large scale profits. Of course, you could also lose everything, as these tokens, they tend not to work out always. But I'm no financial investor or advisor or anything of that matter, so don't take my word on any of it. Coinbase has suspended all margin trading, so they don't want people borrowing and taking out mortgages and stuff to go and invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Hopefully, trying to look out for those trying to make a quick buck. So it's understandable, but available no more it is. And rapper Little Yachty has invested into his own crypto token. I assume something for investing in his music. I don't really know. I've been kind of hearing about it in the news. He invested over 500 billion, or over 500 billion has been invested into it. I don't assume he has that kind of money, but I assume enough people who listen to his music do that would put in money, which kind of surprised me. But hey, not the first celebrity to get into crypto. So anyway, that is pretty much it for all the articles I have for this week. I don't know if you guys had any specific questions on any of them I can dive a little bit deeper into, or if we want to pick it up and
yeah,
take it into a
thanks
different
for
subject.
the rundown.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think the question which I'll try to go one by one, but you mentioned engine, right? and we've
Yes.
spoken to them, and it's certainly a big platform. Though I didn't hear much from their side in the past, I don't know, 8 months. Like, do we know if there is any particular bigger game or product or something which is already live and using engine, or there is still majority of them are in development and not yet live?
Yes, so as I was kind of saying before, most of the games on there, kind of, the Six Dragons, Space Misfits, a lot of these bigger name titles are in early access, beta, alpha, some sort of developmental stage
Mm-hmm.
where you may be able to play it and you may be able to earn some tokens, but none of them are really at that whole final stage, like fully released.
Right.
I know a few of them are talking about trying to go to consoles and whatnot, but as far as I'm aware, besides maybe a few little like mini game type of,
Mm-hmm.
little browser projects, nothing official is out.
Have you tried?
However, they are also. Yeah, I've tried a few of them. None that specifically come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, as I said, the Space Misfits, the Six Dragons, um, maybe a couple others. What was one of them? Forgotten Artifacts, I believe. It's been a while since I tried it. But all of those, like I said, are early alpha access, beta, ones that you need to either sign up for and get a private, Windows client. Nine Lives Arena, that's another good one that's kind of out and
Your hands are again doing
doing
something.
something.
You probably should really
Oh,
take those controllers in your hands or something. I don't know what
yeah, I
your.
have them in my hand.
That's strange.
I'm
Uh,
yeah.
hmm. Okay.
I don't know
Um.
what they're
Yeah.
doing something. Yeah, that
It's
is kind of
definitely
weird.
we can actually invite someone. I mean, maybe you can invite someone from Engine for the next weekly meetup, or in a few weeks, and we
Yeah. I
can have
know
a chat
a
here,
few
and
people from there. I can put a word out.
yeah, we
That would
can
be
definitely
awesome.
have a
We could
chat here and
definitely do
discuss
that.
like what's new on the engine, and what's happening there, and how they're progressing, what's coming, because that would be interesting to see. And I
Do
guess
you know someone from Atari? Because I was checking out the Atari Indiegogo campaign. That'd be cool too to hear someone
Hmm
from them
how much
speaking.
did they raise on Indiegogo?
They raised three
Yeah, I
million.
tried looking up the
3 million.
page. I didn't
Okay.
find anything myself. 3 million.
Was
Okay,
it
that's
No,
not
recently,
no,
or
no.
terrible.
was it a long time ago already?
It's the
I would
campaign is
assume in the
over,
past.
but
Hmm
was in the past. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Atari is
The
is
the
is
article that I was reading, hmm it said the consoles were shipping from Indiegogo next month. I
Oh,
assume in
next month. Yeah.
January. Yeah, so that's if they're shipping next month. I assume that they've had at least the past 6 months to a year after the project closed to finish things off and get ready to ship, as most projects, generally say,
Yeah. It's
at
funny
least
they
like
have
a
all
year
those
out from the
classical
time they.
games. What was the connection to blockchain again with the console?
Yeah, so right now they're doing a whole bunch of stuff in the sports sector. The first one is Kickoff, which is a series created by eBall R Games, which is using the Atari's NFTs, which should be
Okay.
available next year with their console. So I would assume they're going to be starting off with things like that. I also said, which one did I just say? Pong. They have a Pong token. So like you said, more like classic style games. I don't know if they're gonna have like achievement, NFT like tokens type of things to
Oh, like
collect.
yeah, you got like
They're
the
very
RC20. Yeah.
non-specific. As far as I know, they're very focused on the sandbox. So I would assume that they're gonna try to push the sandbox onto their console, considering the console is gonna be run entirely on the blockchain. So I would assume that it can play most PC accessible blockchain games, but like I said, very non-specific on the details there as of the moment. Once it launches, I'm sure we'll get a boatload more information on the actual games and what you can earn and whatnot on there. But yeah, it seems like they're really pushing for creating tokens and NFTs and putting them into games and getting games more adapted to it, as far as I'm aware. But that's
Cool.
Atari's end, so As far as engine, nothing official. Everything is still in development. So hopefully that
Okay.
answers your
Yeah,
question.
let's
Without,
let's get someone from Engine here,
yeah,
and let's make the
definitely, definitely.
hot seat interview. No, I'm just looking before we go into other news. I'm just looking behind in the screen of the prices, the live ticker, and doesn't look so green
It was
today,
green eight
huh?
hours ago.
Yeah,
It was
was
8 hours ago. It was totally green.
exactly 8 hours ago was totally green, but today what do we have? Ethereum at $558, BTC at 11 at 18. Oh, not 11. Sorry guys, don't panic, don't panic.
That would
At
definitely be a drop.
exactly at
It's slow.
$18,116. Yeah, what do we have here? There, BCH. I don't even see BCH. BCH is at, it's just low. Yeah, so USDT.
At least USDT is like
USDT is one. All right, it's $1. $1, my friends. So that's good.
that's a good
That's a
Not much
stability.
change there.
Yeah, nothing much there. But while you were talking, it was like 0.99 or 105 or something like that. So
Oof.
some things were happening there. So yeah, other things which caught my mind, I guess, from your news was the oh, what was that? I don't remember. So Microsoft Engine, Microsoft, interesting. Microsoft definitely. Oh yeah, IBM patent for the blockchain. I mean, I have a two kind of sided
Yes.
two-sided opinion on that. One thing is, of course, great to see innovation from big companies. On the other hand, trying to patent something in the blockchain business makes me cringe a little bit
Yeah.
because I'm.
So the patent details, it's essentially the method for providing the proof of work. So essentially what they're trying to do is patent where gamers share their system resources in the game.
Oh right, okay,
So
that's
kind
fine.
of like,
Right.
when you start a miner, like, XRP or whatever, Monero, on your browser, and it immediately takes up all your graphics card power and processing power to run the miner.
Yeah,
It's doing that in the game,
yeah,
so that is essentially what is powering through the transactions. So I would assume that they're going to tokenize the skins and whatnot. So you go and say, you see a gun skin on Call of Duty, right? And it's for however many tokens, whatever token they decide to use or whatever. And you go and buy it. And unlike, Ethereum, clogging up or whatever, if there's, 50,000 people online, that's 50,000 miners to approve that transaction. So hopefully that's going to meet the needs of all the purchasing or whatever, as well
sure,
as
sure.
whoever earns the tokens, they'll be getting paid, I assume,
Yeah, the
more
reason I'm
tokens
saying
based
about
on
cringing is
how
because
powerful.
because if someone
I
tries to
definitely
patent,
agree. I never like seeing patents on blockchain.
exactly, it's
Back
like,
when I saw them
ugh.
with Walmart and all the other big tech giants, because they have the money just to patent everything and then just sit on it
Yeah,
and sue anyone that tries to do anything with it, not realizing that they have it patented. And I definitely get it. I definitely get it. Lots of worry there, but at the same time, it seems like they want to use it to, push ahead the adoption and move,
Do they have
blockchain
a timeline
into
on this?
pre-existing games. Because they
Yeah.
mentioned in the article directly Blizzard, games like World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, these big AAA titles, ones that would
Mm-hmm.
normally never automatically get adapted into blockchain through their own company. So any form that it happens, I'm okay with in the beginning, as long as it gets out to everybody, because so
yeah,
many people play those games. Just
yeah,
so
yeah,
many.
Yeah. That's good.
definitely.
But
Um,
yeah, definitely a double-edged sword there.
yeah, I think we can add for the news we can add that our more and more artists are being approved for Insomnium for tokenizing avatars, and we see some amazing creations like this one
Oh wow.
being tokenized and sold, and people are showcasing them, their models of the avatars on their parcels as a small 3D model, and it's very cute, and you can actually click on it and directly see the information about the token, which is super awesome. And yeah, we have big plans with avatars. Of course, more and more people apply to become avatars creators in Somnium. So far, we're in a beta mode,
Hmm.
so we have to
Could you
whitelist
go a little
everyone.
bit into the requirements of applying for that? Because I have a few friends into graphics design that are
Oh,
very
absolutely.
interested in
So
creating
so
avatars.
it's actually very simple. So everyone who wants to apply right now, they just need to they just need to reach out. And first of all, they just need to create an avatar through our Unity SDK, which is of course free. They can upload the avatar.
Hmm.
They can come into one of our meetups, showcase their avatar, kind of like talk to me. I look at the avatar, definitely, they can DM me on Discord and show their work. But again, that work should be shown kind of like from Somnium. So if I see that it's, they create a great avatar in Somnium, and everybody understands that it's a great avatar, we'll just have a chat within the team, and we'll just whitelist the person and allow them to upload it. So they can upload it anyway, but we'll allow them to tokenize the avatar which they uploaded through Unity SDK. The process is very simple. Basically, just talk to me, create an avatar, upload to Somnium, come into the meetup, meet me, meet us, talk to me, and then we'll see if the avatar is good and the creator is definitely committed. We'll whitelist the creator, and yeah, and from that moment on, he can tokenize avatars. And again, we're in beta right now. That's why we whitelist people. Probably at some point in the near future or mid future, we will be opening it up for everyone to mint, and then anyone will be able to just mint avatars automatically, so they don't need to ask anything.
Awesome, awesome, thank you. And I noticed for anybody who wants to create an avatar and doesn't really know where to start, that Yellowy has been uploading the walkthroughs, or you guys have been
Yeah,
doing
Mickey
the
is doing a
series
stream,
walkthroughs.
exactly. Mickey is doing a stream. We
Yeah.
have a tutorial first of all how to use Unity SDK, but those who don't know how to make Avatar, they can watch every Sunday a very thorough tutorial on how to create Avatar. There's already, I think, fifth stream is behind us, so the sixth stream is coming this Sunday. It's 3 hour stream each week, so like really going
Hmm.
deep
Hmm.
into the creation process, and
And
definitely
it's
we
very
recommend.
detailed. Yeah, it's very detailed. I love seeing his, like his bird avatar in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
corner
It's awesome.
doing
It's
the
it's
doing
awesome.
the
Another
video, so
bird.
you
The
get to
bird is
show
doing
like
another
what the
bird.
final
What the
work looks
hell?
like. Yeah.
It's like the bird inception right there in a stream. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool, and it's definitely for those who aspire to
Hmm.
become avatar creators. This is the must watch stream, definitely. And then just go to our Discord and ask questions in Avatar's channel. We have a lot of community members who will help immediately. They know how Somnium SDK works. They know which quirks and features they people need to look at. And yeah, so I know the pipeline of what avatars are coming within the next like 2 weeks. Some amazing stuff is still coming. Like there are some
I
crazy
have been
cool
seeing
avatar.
some amazing avatars over the past few weeks
Yeah,
with
yeah.
people
Yeah, like
starting
this is an
them
example.
and
I own
doing them
another
up.
version of this, and
Yes,
I just love
Aqua.
it. And there's an ultimate version of this avatar with this 360. I think you've seen it in the last concert. This 360 picture inside it. Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that
it's
avatar is
amazing.
such a beauty. But yeah, so people get creative. The bar is being raised. I think we already sold, or
Hmm.
people sold already, more than 20 is something worth of avatars, or even more on Insomnium, and more are being added. So definitely, definitely we're seeing creators being paid for their work. Um, and there's a different price range. So there are some avatars which are like one of one creations, but then there are more creations. Like for example, Jembi has created, or one of our community members. He has created amazing snow man avatars. 15 of those. Each had a little bit different trait to it, like a little bit different color of scarf,
Hmm.
different smile, whatever. And I think he sold out all of them. And those were priced at 0.3 Ethereum, I suppose. So also more affordable, but amazing avatars. And then you have some like kind of like a super expensive avatars, one of one editions with some crazy artifacts to that, and some something. So what I'm trying to say is like everybody can choose anything from that, and of course, yeah. and you
Yeah,
can use it
definitely.
super
Two
easy.
amazing ones that I've seen that not for sale, but just really push the boundaries of what I've seen that avatars can do. Is Mickey's
Bird, yeah,
changing bird?
yeah,
Yeah, the
the
one that
changing
changes
bird, yeah,
every few,
yeah,
and just all the variations, the flames and the
yeah,
electricity,
yeah.
and then I think it was Jemby's the one where it makes the snow fall around you.
Oh no,
Is just
it was also
absolutely
Mickey with his snowbird. But there were
okay. Okay,
several
I
people
wasn't
who
aware because
use.
they were both in the area.
Yeah, yeah, but there was already several people who utilizing this to kind of like make this. But yeah, exactly. You can literally do a lot, like dynamic bones and shaders, custom shaders. You can become like a never-ending source of yeah of creativity. But yeah, so I think it's very important to understand creators can create, they earn money. Those who buy, they can actually use them right away. There's no need to know any technical things. Just put the token in, click, boom, done. You're in VR. But yeah, coming to other news. I mean, overall, how the crypto ETH 2.0 awesome. I think many people were super
Hmm.
skeptical about them launching on time. I was very positive. I
Yeah.
was very positive on them because people. I know people saying like sometimes, oh, Ethereum is slow. There's no future, blah blah blah. But in the end of the day, the progress is happening, and Ethereum is such a strong platform that I just don't believe that it will not overcome its own problems in terms of like speed of transactions. And I think Ethereum 2.0 launching this year is a great example of them just being plus minus on schedule. I mean, honestly, with a project of this size, like if something is 3 months off, it just doesn't matter, right? So it's absolutely fine that they launched it here right now. And if some deadlines are being missed by a few months, it honestly is not a big deal. So great to see that Ethereum is running and people are staking it, and it's just cool.
Totally.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I just was kind of worried because I've been hearing ETH 2.0, since 2018, and it's just every time I've looked into it, it's just nope, it's still coming, still being worked on, still being worked on. And I knew they were doing something. They're obviously with all the, since the CryptoKitty launch and problems. Just what a couple months ago we had, not even like what 1 month ago, 2 months ago we had that
Yeah.
huge bog down where the
Yeah.
prices were just absolutely ridiculous for what was it like 2 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they obviously know the problems are still going on and that needs to be fixed. The thing that kind of surprised me, kind of not, the minimum staking requirement for most of the platforms at 32 ETH. I'm very curious to see how many. I know there's a lot of people out there that invested early on that have quite a bit of ETH with them, but that's a lot of people looking into it from a starter perspective. Would is going to see the 16 grand at least at current Ethereum price,
Yeah.
put in point and
Yeah, but it's
definitely
like I can look
get
at it
some
from the
bug eyes
developer
about it.
perspective, right? When we develop Insomnium and when
Hmm.
we say, okay, the feature is going to drop this date, right, or this week, and then if we, so there's two sides always. Like we can, like if we deliver too fast and there are some bugs, because people always want everything immediately, right? But and then they start, if we are missing the deadline, for example, they're starting to complain, oh my goodness, why it's not out yet, things like this. So that happens sometimes, right? But if we drop things too early, there's also, and there are some bugs. There are also some people who start to say, "Oh my god, it's so buggy. Why do you release it so early?" So there's never a moment where, like, I think in the development, I've not seen a company which delivered like everything on time without bugs. Like that is an this is the kind of a vacuum somewhere. Maybe it exists, maybe it doesn't, like a god. Like we don't know if it's existing, but that state of situation rarely exists. But in terms of Ethereum, the problem with Ethereum is like it's much harder to roll back things, right? Like in our development, we can roll out some features, and then if it doesn't work, like shooting or something, we can roll it back and then remake it or improve it and roll it again out. But when you have something like Ethereum, like you have to think through things like 50 times. And also there are some features like this in Sony where we have to really take our time. Like tokenization of avatars took us like months and months to prepare, just to not make any mistakes. We've tested it, a lot of times because people are actually paying money and minting something on the blockchain, which stays there basically forever. So, yeah, things take time.
That's true.
Yeah, that it definitely does, and I know that's one big kind of skeptical point from a lot of people, but also kind of the security points from Ethereum and many blockchains is that once it gets put onto the blockchain, it's there forever and there's no, takebacks. So something like this, when they're, moving over and changing such a big part of their platform, when, in the end it's something that can't really be, sure, it can be, maybe changed or adjusted from its current point later on, can't go back to what it once was before. So I definitely agree, and a lot of people definitely need to kind of consider some of these aspects, especially with the fact that not a lot of people really realize that hey, blockchain and crypto as a whole is still extremely young, with it coming out, what, 11, 12 years ago, with just the initial launch of Bitcoin to everything that it's already accomplished and all the different projects and tokens and platforms and games and things that you can do with it is, from my point of view, quite tremendous because I've only been, in the crypto space for 3, 4 years now, and even in that past time, I've seen from the initial launch of CryptoKitties to, now we have the Atari console coming out in a month, an actual video game console that's going to be entirely on the blockchain and these bigger name titles in the works like the Six Dragons and like Space Misfits and Nine Lives and some of these games that really have good potential and are entirely on the blockchain and, allow people to, earn items and skins and weapons and make something out of their time and get something back out of all the hours they're going to end up spending and, having fun all the while. So, very great stuff. Do you have anything else on any of the other articles or uh, anything else in general? Can also open it up to
No,
have
I
you
think I
see
think
if there's any other.
I think those we discussed kind of what caught my mind. Yeah, Steve Wozniak doing his own coin. I mean, I am a use case junkie. If there is no direct use case,
Hmm.
I'm like dismissing things because and I'm joking, of course, I'm exaggerating, but like if something is being heavily
Hmm.
promoted with no direct use case and added value to people who buy it or own it or something, to me it's a very big red alert. In any industry, in
Yeah,
any coin, be it DeFi, gaming, I don't care, it has to have a direct use case, because if it doesn't, then you are being fed promises which might or might not
hmm.
occur, and then you are being, risky. I always say, like, example, land insomnium. In general, it doesn't matter how much it costs, because even if it costs $0 or $5,000, it's still a land where you can build and make this kind of meetups. So for you, it's a use case. For you as a user who owns the land, you can always have this use case, no matter what the price is. So yeah,
And
so
watch the moon.
this is
See, from my point of view, I like it seems like it can eventually do something, but
yeah,
from everything that I read on it, it's for it's a utility token for like energy consumption and
right,
preservation and
right,
probably something with solar or something for investing in like projects of that matter. And the issue with that is I've been seeing, so many coins and ICOs and pre-sales and whatever for projects that have, 90% identical, descriptions of what they're trying to do with,
yeah,
energy and all that. And it's just, I've seen it once, I've seen it a million times before, and whether or not it's a millionaire doing it or some guy with $5,000 that can create a a white paper and mint a token to try to sell. Really, the only thing I'm seeing here is the dramatic increase in price for those trying to those that have money to spend that want to invest a little bit and try to make some big gains because 13x in I think it said like 20 minutes or something like that huge initial gains. Who knows how far it's going to go? It's probably going to get to like $10 and then drop back down to like $1 or something.
Mm.
So, that's what I'm saying. I'm no financial advisor or anything like that, but it definitely seems like, just kind of one of those tokens where the really early investors make a boatload and everybody else just kind of loses out. But hey, I guess we'll just have to wait around and see how it goes.
All right, cool.
And
Yeah.
yeah. A little
Good.
bit shorter this week, but sweet all the less. Hopefully, you guys learned a little something. Same with everyone watching.
Definitely. Thanks everyone for
Sure.
coming. And Tangle there, hello. And definitely, we will be here next week, and you
Yes,
try to
yes.
get some
Same time
guests.
next week, next
Yes, same
Thursday,
time next week,
the
and maybe
Thursday
some
after that.
guests, and maybe some interesting panel discussions.
Have to get the
And
chair thing working. That way we can have some people sit down and we can have everyone do a little sit chat.
absolutely,
Make
and we
more
should get
sense.
this green to make all of the prices green somehow. I don't
Yeah.
know. People, market, come on.
Exactly.
I don't know if we can do that. I think we're
Buy,
just
buy,
gonna
with
have
buy.
to
the
hope and
power of
pray.
magic. No, okay, it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
work.
a little
Unfortunately,
bit magic in there,
I cannot
but nope.
influence the prices. So yeah. Anyhow, thank you very much, everyone who were watching our live stream. Because don't forget, there were some people here, but also many people watched live. So thank you very much for tuning in. And until next time, as always, see you on the other side of the monitor on the next crypto meetup in VR. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Take it easy, everybody.
Bye.
All right, awesome.